Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Instinct, and today we're going to be making some R&B, I think. Something a little vibey, a little more up-tempo than I would usually do. I just have this chord progression in mind, and we're going to take it and see where it goes. Alright, so to start, I have this LA Custom grand piano pulled up in Keyscape. We're actually just going to pull this timbre down to about 0.45 just to muddy it up just a little bit. I'm going to head over to this keyboard real quick, lay down some chords, and go from there. Nice little R&B progression. Now I do hear some extra notes in there, so I'm just going to click around and play around with that until I find something I like. Alright, so I didn't add too much, just a couple things on these last two chords. Now Alt S to strum these. Now I think I want to layer that with a pad, so I pulled up this synth here from Arturia. I'm just going to copy over those chords, just exactly the same. And already it just adds a lot more atmosphere. Okay, now I have this bass sound pulled up from my kit. It's called Bag. I'm just going to record it in the bass line. We're just going to be following the root notes of these chords. Alright, so now I have a feel for it from that chord progression and that bass line. I have pulled up a bunch of drums that I know I want to use. These are all from my kit, like I said. I'm also going to bump up the BPM a little bit because it felt a little slow to me. Yeah, that's a lot better. So now I'm just going to play in these drums. Alright, so I like how those drums are sounding. Now I'm just going to drop that pattern into the playlist. And I actually want to look for like a vocal loop or a vocal chop that I can throw in behind this. See what I can find. Alright, so I found one. It was actually in a sample pack that my homie Livewire sent to me. It sounds like this. And with the chords and the drums and everything else. I also have an idea real quick. That gives a pretty cool effect. I like how that sounds. One more idea I have for this is a little gated pad. And I found this one in Kill September's Mercury one-shot kit. It's called Fractured. Gonna mess with that a bit. Now I'm gonna hit Alt Y to flip it horizontally, except make sure it's soloed, right click, quick render as audio clip. Drag that into the playlist, and now I'm going to reverse it. And it sounds like this. So I've thrown all those into mixer tracks. Now I'm just going to mess around with some effects, see what I can come up with. Alright, so now I'm going to walk you through some of these effects real quick. But first off, I did bump everything up by 400 semitones. It just sounded better to me that way. So here's what the keys sound like now. Super wide, super ambient, and a little messed up. And that's from this satin tape machine. It's just on the hi-fi tape twisted azimuth preset. I bumped up the output a little bit to give it that crunch. Cut out the lows. One knob filter brought down to like 6.5. RF destroyer on the chorus 2 preset. And then in ambience, just mess with the default preset until I came up with something I liked. You can copy those if you want. It's nothing too special. Then there's this pad, which is pretty buried in the mix. Lots of effects on this one actually. Threw a kickstart to give that pumping effect. Cut out the lows. Cross stick room in vintage verb. Just the default fruity chorus preset. Spectral auto pan, which is a really cool panning plugin on the phase cycle preset. Just micro shift default. One knob stereo once again. This time I turned the resonance up to high. Fab filter just to roll off the highs. And then a default vintage verb just brought the mix way down to about 1/3. Okay, then there's this gated pad. Just cut out the lows, put it on the shrinked preset. Another kickstart, this one on the half at 69%.
Nice.
And an ambience on default, just brought the mix down on that a little bit. Then there's these voxes. Which are both have the same effects on them. It's just tall reverb, brought the wet up quite a bit. This speaker plugin from Audio Thing, default, it just brings up the high end a lot. And a fruity phaser just brought the mix down to about half. Then on the drums, everything's dry except for the bass and this one hi-hat. The bass just has a kickstart on there, half note, mix at 69. Then this Discover hi-hat, which is just the one that goes. That one just has more tall reverb on it. And altogether, this sounds like this. Yeah, that's pretty much the beat. It's kind of busy as is right now. I'm gonna go in and arrange and mix it a little bit to fix that. Finished beat will play right now. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more like this, subscribe. Leave a comment telling me what you want to see next. Go cop my kit, and until next time, peace.